Coach, you singled out Debo a couple of different times in this preseason. What specifically has he shown you that makes you think he's ready?
I just think he's caught a few more balls than most of the other receivers, and he's been healthy all through spring ball. So, yeah, we certainly believe he's a solid player. But then again, he hasn't played in the real games, and neither's a lot of these other players. Well, Jarrell Adams, I'm hoping Jarrell will become like an all-conference tight end. I just think he has more ability than we've been able to get out of him. Because he potentially could be a big-time tight end receiver for us. Other than that, I don't need to mention a whole bunch of names, but right now, if we were filling out a starting line, Debo would be on the other side of Farrell.
You mentioned Scotty and Coach Horton. You added a bunch of quality control guys. Is that just the way the game is going now, or did you see something specifically that made you want to add those positions?
I think every SEC school has at least 4. Some of them have 6 or 8. It's sort of unlimited from what I understand. But I think 4 is plenty, to tell you the truth. So sometimes I look at those NFL coaching staffs, you know, they have between 24 and 28. I don't know. They all bump into each other somewhere along the way, I think. But I think we got a right mixture. And you know, we do have over 100 players on college football teams, and they only allow 9 assistant coaches. So 10 guys for 100. Coach Martin still here? How many assistant coaches they have? They have about 4 or 5 for 13 guys. So they have 5 for 13. We got 10 for 100. That doesn't make sense, does it, Rick? Okay, Rick's agreeing with it. So the quality control guys are like assistants to the assistants, and they do a lot of good work around the office center. Robbie Lyle's here also, I think. Robbie's back there. He does a super job coordinating our camps and recruiting, and he's a valuable guy also.
After spring, it appeared that Connor Mitch was maybe kind of establishing as the #1 quarterback. Did anything happen with him over the summer to bring him back to the pack, or did the other guys just catch
Nobody
up?
said he was #1 that I know of, Phil. Did somebody tell you we had a #1? No, I've always believed in letting them battle it out through the summer. Gosh, even my first year at Florida, when it looked like Shane Matthews was going to be the quarterback, he had to battle it out through the summer and won the job in preseason. So that summer's a long time. I don't think you say he's our #1 guy, and then you go all the way through the summer, and somebody else may look better than that guy. Now the NFL, some of those guys do it a different way. They'll trade for a guy and say he's #1, and away they go. But that's not the way I've ever done it. I believe we try to let the guys earn it as we go.
The decision to close practice this year?
Most of them will be closed, but some scrimmages like Saturday at about 10 o'clock we'll open up to the public. There's just not a lot of room out there on the practice field and parking and all that. It's a little crowded. So we just think it'd be better to close most of the practices out at our new facility, and then when we have a scrimmage in the stadium there, we'll open up for our fans.
Steve, a couple of the recruits of Boyd and Covington have gotten to school yet. What's the latest on them?
Yeah, that one player didn't make it. I think all the rest of them have, though.
Boyd and Covington?
Oh, I'm sorry, the kid from Homersville, Octavius, yeah, he didn't quite make it. So we've had 2 that didn't quite make it. Covington still could. Okay, so he's still alive. We'll find out in a week or 2. But yeah, we could have 1 or 2 scholarships to give out. So we'll do that, certainly. And you know, this is the year that athletes receive cost of attendance. Our number, I believe, is the 13th best in the country, and around $4,200 for every scholarship athlete on campus. And we will disperse it at around $200 every 2 weeks, I think, about $400 a month. until it comes out to the 4,200. And our players will have a little pocket money and hopefully some money to give their parents to cover expenses attending the games.
Anything else, Coach?
Coach, can you talk about the state of your offensive line and what's your biggest focus about that group going into fall camp?
Yeah, we think the offensive line is going to be fine. Did lose a very good player, A.J. Can, second pick, I guess, of the Jaguars. And Corey Robinson is still with Detroit. So we got a couple in camps. But we got some depth there right now. Didn't have much this spring. I think we had 6 players, went just about the whole spring practice. We're fired up about these 5 freshman linemen we got here. They're all good size, wonderful attitude guys that I know Coach Elliott's fired up about watching them when we start playing here. Zach Bailey, Blake Camper, Corey Helms is not eligible this year. Trey DeUrin, and
Christian College.
Pellage, yeah, Christian Pellage, Brooksville, Florida kid. Yeah, that's all 5 of them. So we think they got a chance to be really good, all of them. Yeah.
Steve, Brandon Shells at left tackle right now. What do you guys think that he can bring to that position after playing right for the past 3 years?
Well, if he can play right, he ought to be able to play left. A good player, one position, ought to be able to be a pretty good player at the other position in the offensive line. So we'll see how it works. I know Coach Elliott is flexible, and we'll move a lot of those guys around. Got 2 centers ready to go, Cody Waldrop and Alan Knott. They're probably battling out a little bit to see who the starter will be there. So yeah, we got a lot of competition ready to go. Yeah.
About the team being a little faster and putting in more effort this year. Did you change up some of your strength and conditioning practice during the summer, and how did you use your couple hours with the team each week this summer?
We did our summer about like always. Yeah, Coach Conley and his staff, speed, strength, the whole bit. It's a game of speed, game of size still. And we think our team's in very good shape. Time will tell. Those other guys are in good shape too. Everybody. It's a faster game all the way around. Every team we play will probably say we got a faster, stronger team maybe than the year before, just from people are eating more correctly, and the workouts are geared for strength and speed.